Ajunta Paul was a male human Jedi Master, and it is unclear exactly when he was born, but he was born sometime before 7000 BBY, and he was discovered to be Force sensitive. After being discovered to be Force sensitive, he was taken to the Jedi Temple on Coruscant to be trained the way of the Jedi. He would later be assigned to a male Jedi Master, and eventually he passed his trial of knighthood and was given the rank as Jedi Knight. But he even at some point managed to get his rank as Jedi Master. After that he had achieved the rank of Jedi Master, he began to studying the ways of the alchemy. Even though throughout his studies he discovered a secret to creating and shaping life, which was a fearful power which the Order deemed to be this abomination of the Force, and they told him to erase all the practice of it. And even the Jedi High Council barred all the teachings that Ajunta and his followers was deemed to be part the path of the dark side. Ajunta became very angry that the other Jedi of the High Council thought his research was deemed dangerous. So he and his followers declared war upon the Jedi Order. The war that Ajunta and his followers started became known as 100-Year Darkness. He and his followers fought against their former friends of the Order, and eventually they were defeated and captured by their former friends. They were taking their weapons away from them and exiled from Galactic Republic controlled space. Ajunta and his followers were later known as the Exiles. They eventually discovered a planet in the Outer Rim called Korriban, and it was discovered to be home to a Force-sensitive species by the name Sith, who were quite primitive, but they were compared to the Dark Jedi, also they are known as, they were quite impressed of how their knowledge of the Force already. And after all this, they eventually became also worded as gods among the Sith people. With their ships, they managed to form the first Sith Empire and expanded to other worlds. The Sith took over the planet Sios and made it as their first capital and Paul's new home. He eventually served the Galactic New Empire for many decades before he would pass away around the year 6895 BBY. Ajunta's body was taken back to Korriban to be buried. There was there he had this massive tomb, which eventually became known as the Valley of the Dark Lords. About 2,939 years after Ajunta's death, a Jedi Knight by the name Raven came to Korriban, and he had a conversation with Ajunta, and his spirit eventually became redeemed by the help of Raven during this Jedi Civil War around 3956 BBY. And this is all we know of Ajunta Pell in around Star Wars Expanded Universe.